Hello, I'm back. Okay, here we go. I finally have sound. Let's hear it. It's gonna happen in a moment. Please excuse me. I'm alone on this night. So I'm just making sure that all the technical difficulties are fine. Hello, I'm back. Okay, here we go. I finally have sound. There it is. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I hear myself, so that means my audio is pretty good. Hopefully. Hello, everybody. This is Motzi. I am the creator of the High Night Podcast. I mean, for those who are following, you already know. I am playing Slay the Princess, the Pristine cut tonight. Let me just make sure everyone knows that this is happening so that everyone can join in. Everyone can join in the fun. Here we go. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Make some sounds. Okay. We don't have this down to a science yet, but I think all of the audio is good. I think all of the stuff is good. I want to make sure everyone knows that this is happening right now. Hello, everybody! I'm excited to play the Pristine Cut because I have, I've played, as you can find in our channel, we've played Slay the Princess before. We've played it a while ago, but this time I want to play the Pristine Cut, which is like the extended version, the one with more stuff on it. It is a beautiful game. I really like it a lot. I the last time we did it, we got a pretty good ending, and I've watched other people play some versions of this, and they got pretty bad endings. So I want to see if we can play it differently, or if the same choices will come with different outcomes because we are now playing the Pristine Cut. Um, Let me just make sure everyone knows. Here we go. I have to also update all the socials, so please excuse me for a second. And I hope you're all excited for the episode that's coming out soon. The next Taina episode's coming out on Sunday. So please get excited for that, because I am very excited for that. Let me just make sure I have the chats on as well, so I can see the chat as the Lord intended. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Thanks, though. Here you go. Where am I? Where am I? Am I here? Sorry, I keep scratching my nose. I'm gonna have to be more aware of that. Unfortunately, I am experiencing the worst kind of sinus infection. So, and you're gonna hear a very nasally version of my voice right now. But that's fine. I think that's totally fine. Here we go. Alright. So I am very excited to play this game. I can see that I'm on the bottom right with my little symbol, but that's fine. Alright. So this should be a good spot. Let's see if I can maybe move it here. Maybe up here. There we go. Okay. I am ready to start. If there are any issues with the audio or video, please let me know. And once again, I am Motzi. I'm the creator of the High Night Podcast, a horror fiction podcast that is ostensibly about fighting monsters, but is mostly about fascism and romance. Anyway, not together. Fascism versus romance, I guess, is what it is. But not even romance, just love in general. I have a very different way of marketing this podcast to whomever it is. Very fun. Okay, here we go. So, if anyone's ready, and please feel free to say hi in the chat. It is super fun to play this with some more people hanging out. I'm going to be playing this from 8 to 10 p.m., so, just sit back, relax, and I hope you're having a good Friday. Oh, I forgot to update on Instagram. To do that right now. Because people on Instagram are also very good listeners, very lovely listeners that we have. And people have been, so nice lately. I've gotten a couple of, congratulations on the voice roles and stuff and the podcast. It's been like I have not had any jobs lately, but the feedback on my projects have been amazing. Let me just I've now join the chat. Play the princess. And I'm sure a lot of you know this, but Slay the Princess got like a very cool boost lately because Markiplier played it, which is super cool. I'm very glad for them. They really deserve it because it's a very good game. It is like even when it wasn't complete necessarily, even when it was still like not a pristine cut, it was still so cool, and I was so I really had so much fun like just playing it. So, and each playthrough is going to be different, which I'm excited about. By the way, it is a horror game. It has body horror, it has existential horror, it has supernatural horror. It doesn't really have jump scares necessarily, but it does have some like very horrific like imagery. So please keep that in mind. As cute as the princess is, there is a lot of like creepy imagery, and you should definitely be aware of that. It's a pretty big game now, so there should be like some proper like lists of content warnings somewhere online. I do, value content warnings quite a bit, but I don't really know everything because this game has so many choices. So please, discretion advised. All right, let's play the game. I will. It is, and one of the reasons we played it originally is because one of the voice actors is Johnny Sims or Jonathan Sims from the Magnus Archives, and the Magnus Archives is actually, well, we're in the Rusty Quill network, which is what created the Magnus Archives, but also it's what inspired us to make the podcast, and I thought it would be really cool to hear Johnny Sims play different versions of himself. And also, being a horror podcaster, I felt that this was the most relevant like connection. So basically that's why we played it originally, and I just want to play it again because we had a poll on Patreon where we were asking people what they thought should be the live stream for this month, and they chose this one, or a couple of people chose this one. So I'm very excited, and I hope you all enjoy. And please say hi in the chat. I will check it periodically in between games, in between the game. Here we go. I'm gonna do a new game because my old game, was so happy with how that one went, and I might revisit it at some point. We did get like a very heartfelt ending, but I do want to see like how playing it fresh will feel. Let's go. Okay. The hero and the princess. This is fully voiced, so I don't have to do voices, even though I like doing voices. Is a princess. Indeed. Slay her. Sure. The end of the world? What are you talking about? If you consider the only reason she's going to end the world because she's locked up. Let me see the choices. Maybe I'm okay with the world ending. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Maybe. Let me what'll happen if I do this? hmm. Uh, I mean, do I care? Okay, fine. I'll take this seriously. I'll take this seriously. Okay, one sec. Alright. I will do my best. Um, maybe I won't. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. Okay, let me see. Alright. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Alright. The hero is here. Alright. That annoying little voice is you, sir. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why. Okay. Sure. Turn around again and leave again. Sure. Okay. But why should I believe you? I don't care, I'm not killing a princess. Good, maybe everyone should die. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Alright. Well, I do have an ounce of maturity. It's called self-care. Mm-hmm. Ha! Hmm. The fated confrontation. Uh... Eh. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I'll start walking in a different direction. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. Okay, sounds good. Interesting. Interesting. Hmm. That sure is a lot of cabins. The cabin. Desperately trying to draw you back where you need to be. Hmm. Have you ever heard of the story Those Who Walk Away from Omelas? I am embodying that right now. Hmm. I think I did a good job. I think that was a good first run. Don't you think? Ooh, this. Oh, okay. This is interesting. This is very Princess Tutu. If anyone of you have ever watched Princess Tutu, then you'll know what I'm talking about. In Princess Tutu, there is a storyteller who keeps the story like and the people in it trapped in this like little bubble, and when they find the walls, they can't like escape. Hmm. So this is kind of reminding me of that. Hmm. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me into the cabin. All right, I'm gonna silently proceed to the cabin. I'm not gonna give this man anything right now. Okay. She will cheat. She will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. My favorite, the Contrarian. I do love him. I mean, why not, right? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Let's keep an open mind. Proceed to the cabin. Okay. Oops. There we go. Just keep like hitting. Hmm. Interesting. I like this. I think this is a good way to start the game. I didn't even bother like trying to kill the princess first. I just decided, oh, let's just do this. This is fine. This is great. And if you are in the chat, please let me know. Like, please help me make decisions as well. I am happy to play this game, but if you'd like to kind of manipulate, if you'd like to influence the decisions, please do let me know as well. Hmm. Pristine blade. Oh, like this one. Just like sorry, I'm putting this down. Just like this one. There you go. We got this. We got this. We're ready. We are so ready to slay the princess. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna slay the princess. But I do have this though. Okay. That's a good question. I like the contrarian. I feel like I shouldn't take the knife because that would send the wrong impression. That would send the wrong message. I'm just gonna not do that. I already have a knife, actually, so I don't really need to grab that one. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, that's fair enough, but have you considered that I don't like you? And I don't trust you, and I don't think that I would particularly want to do what you say. So, I think we're at an impasse here. I already have a knife right here in real life, so I'm fine. I don't need to take the new knife. I'm fine. All right, let's go. Oopsie. I accidentally skipped that dialogue. Sorry, guys. Okay. This should be interesting. I don't think it's stressful. I think it's very, like, nice looking. Hmm. Yeah, true. You make so many demands and do nothing for us. Alright, cool. You haven't even let me, like, get a word in. I'm fine. Oh, the hero. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Right, right, right. Slay the princess. I know. Hmm. Good question. Hmm. Not a mirror, huh? There's definitely a mirror right there. Right there. I'll put this away. This is the best prop that I have for this game, honestly. I'll put it aside for now, but we'll bring that back later. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? Mm, look at this. Well, okay. Approach the mirror. Mm-hmm. Wipe the mirror clean. Hello, Birdman. Hello, Birdman. Mm-hmm. He's got a point. Okay. I'm entering the basement without the blade. Ooh, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Well, this is a bit of a pickle, isn't it? Ooh, I know what that smells like. I've smelled trash like that. Like nauseating nothing. Sure, sure. Interesting. Ooh. This is the first time we're meeting her, too. Hmm. Didn't we? That's. What is it? Hmm. Thank you. Thank you so much. You are me. You are literally me. Okay, I'm taking the soft stairs to the right. Aw. Aw. She's so nice. Thank you. Uh-oh. Oh no. I thought it was nice. I thought it was fine. Uh, dang it. Been here before. Oh boy. Alright. Ooh, hello. Hello, hello. What is this? Where are we going? Well, ooh. Ooh. Oh, that is very interesting. Ah, choices. Oh, I love. Oh, hi. Hi there. I love this. I love this so much. Interesting. Interesting. Hi, princess. Ooh. I love the contrarian. I want him to be always here. Yeah, she does. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. Okay. Hello. Hi, friend. She's my friend. Let's go. Ooh. Okay. All right. I'm happy to start with this because I want to see what'll happen if we start with this. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's been my journey. A lot of talking, by the way. Please excuse me for a second. I am so sorry. I am in need of medication. Let's see if that helps. Well, I wouldn't want that, but it's certainly possible. Okay. Your threat, apparently. I'm gonna try to get you out of here. Alright. There's more of you now. Okay. Uh-oh. 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 Hi, Edward! Thank you for joining. Hello, hello. I started with the most complicated thing. I decided to just walk away, and this is what's happened. So if you would like to make some decisions for me, that's also very welcome. Whenever I make some choices, although there's a slight delay, so we'll see if I make the choice before then. Well, I'm not gonna retrieve the blade. That's what I'm not gonna do. I already have my own knife. I said I have my own knife. There you go. It's even the same. Like, it's so fancy, isn't it? Same one. My own knife. This is my Slay the Princess knife. Or slaying the princess. Or not slaying the princess, I should say. Alright. And of course, it is not my first time playing, but it's my first time playing the Pristine cut. And I've only played once, so there are a lot of choices that I have not taken, which is why I think this would still be a fun game to play. I've never played the Pristine cut, so I've played the original version, and some patrons did, yeah, right? It's a beautiful knife. That happened to a friend of mine. We were watching her play, and she was like, I don't want to do what to tell me, narrator, and broke the game. Oh my goodness, really? Okay, let me make sure. Huh. I guess the voice volume should be way higher. Can you hear it now? Oh no, I hope it hasn't been completely quiet the whole time. Oh my goodness, okay. Properties. Speakers. Default. Oh my goodness, it's been quiet the whole time. Well, that's fine. It's okay. Alright, can you hear it now? Just let me know if you can hear it now. Oh well. That first half, we just did not hear Jonathan Sims say anything. But that's fine. You could still read the text. We will continue on. Dang it, that's what happens when I don't have, like, a second person to help me. Alright, Edward, let me know. Oh, wonderful, much better. Alright. Just let me know if it's too loud, or if I'm too loud, or if any of the audio quality is bad. But in the meantime, please enjoy.
Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it.
I am not getting the blade, thank you.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
That's fine.
Kinda hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
I guess so.
It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Alright. Okay. I will try to get her out of there. Oh. Oh, what? These are
Wait, that's not right.
two choices.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience
okay.
a firm
Well, we're
footfall,
already here,
a
are we?
gentle tread, a confident stride.
I still can't believe John Sims did the voices in the game. He did such a good job. He really did. And it's so much speaking. It's so much dialogue, especially with the Pristine cut.
You can feel yourself
Crazy.
rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
So the beginning of the stream is just me sitting silently whenever I thought the dialogue was going, but apparently it wasn't. Oh well.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Oh, fun.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't...
Oh, fun.
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
It certainly is.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Oops.
falls apart.
Oh, no.
I think he's gone.
Oh, no.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others, they just don't fit.
Uh-oh.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
Oh, boy. Yeah, Contrarian's my favorite for sure.
We should help her. I think we did this.
We definitely should help her.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
I knew they had consequences,
It's a little
and I
late
made
for
decisions
regret,
anyway.
isn't it?
Please.
Of course. Okay, I don't think it's supposed to be fixed. I'll do my best. It's gonna be okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, that... Okay. There she goes. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone. Replaced with something else. I'm gonna use my podcast voice for this one.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Why now indeed? Narrator's gone. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Awful thing.
Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
Alright, the narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
Good question.
Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
I think I'm supposed to look in the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that.
I'm doing
I'm
it
begging
anyway.
you, don't do this.
I'm doing it anyway. The mirror never scared you before. What before?
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Final? But we're just here for the first time. What do you mean, final? Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Ooh. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am? I'm a person.
A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
Okay.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The princess. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Okay.
These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths unwalked. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich
I made that
and
decision.
vibrant heart.
It's okay.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
It was interesting to do this first. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Okay. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That's a fair answer. Okay. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
You know. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
I kind of want to know what it's like to start by playing the game the way the narrator wants you, but I can't play this for the first time all over again. I did that, and I got the really funny good ending. And I don't know if you've ever seen the good ending, but it was very good. Unfortunately, it has no paths past the good ending, so that was just a joke kind of situation where I just wanted to do everything the narrator says, and it was very silly. Reagan's... Okay, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Okay.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Alright.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
If you haven't seen the good ending, you should definitely check it out. It is amazing. It is... We actually... So at the beginning of our live stream, the last live stream we did of this, we got the good ending. And you can find it on our channel. But it was very silly, and I liked it a lot. Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces do I have to find? What if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess. Okay. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Okay. How many more pieces do you have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. I say the good ending, but yeah, the good ending is basically just do everything you're told, and it is very silly. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now.
Okay, that's fair.
Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
Alright. Okay, make me forget. Actually, I'm not going back. Wait, what is this? What if... Wait a minute. Okay, actually. What'll happen if I do this?
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Okay. Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished.
Okay.
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Good question.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage?
I'm trying to think of what that looks like.
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
I really like the hand down here, the one that's holding itself, the clasping hands. Very comforting. Oh no! Maybe I did this before. The game just ended. Okay, I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back. I swear. Oh, I did it. I did it. I did it, didn't I? Okay, okay. It just closed the game. Okay, fine. All right. We're bringing back the game. I promise.
You have returned to me.
Oh!
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Hi! I did return to you. Hi! The game closed when I said I would wait forever. I should put this down here. I just realized you can see the dialogue. And now we're back! We're back. Okay. Alright, we'll okay, no more silliness, no more games. Let's just go back. Make me forget, let's go.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. I love that when I like restart the game, she just welcomes me back immediately, right? I'm like, I literally started by breaking the game and then like wanting to wait forever and having the game close on me. Very funny. That's really good. Okay, we're back to chapter 1. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Mm-hmm.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright.
You're here to slay her.
Okay. Thank you. Alright. Silently continue to the cabin. I want to see all
You
the
make your way up
paths.
the shore. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Okay. My friend never closed and reopened the game and had no idea that was a thing. I'm already
The
taking
interior
different
of the cabin
paths
is
without
almost
even like
entirely
starting with the
bare.
main path, you know?
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement.
I'll take the blade. This time.
You take the blade from the table.
Little my...
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Oops. I have some actual blades here. Okay. Alright, let's go. Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Time.
revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Alright, whatever, dude. Just do this. Let's just do this. Let's go.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Maybe so.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Maybe so. Hi! Hi. I am not... Well, we'll see. We'll see if I have to stab the princess, but I probably won't.
Don't be a stranger.
I trust the princess
It's
more
been
than
so
I trust
long since
the
I've had any
narrator.
visitors.
But I am
Come
bringing
on
the blade
down.
just to see more options with it.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Let's see.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh. The same joke that I was repeating at the beginning was, what are you gonna do? Stab me? I haven't decided yet.
how about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
She is very cool.
Don't
I like
you
her a lot.
dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, that's a good point. The hero is very reasonable. Drop it.
The blade tumbles
Show
out
of
of your
trust.
trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clack.
It's a show of trust. It's a show of respect. I respect the princess very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
The narrator's calling himself our better
Unarmed.
judgment, but he's not. And I don't like
We'll
him
be
at all.
fine.
I like Jonathan
Don't
Sims.
know
I
what you're
like the
hoping to
narrator.
accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Alright.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Kinda. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people think... Okay. What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know I'm here to kill you? Okay. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Well... Do you know I'm here to kill you? I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
No! I don't think I will.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
That's fine. I do want to hear you out, though. How would I get you out of here? Alright. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
That's a good point.
Her
Good.
sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
A good point. Yeah.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
I mean,
She is. I'm sure of it.
please remember that there's body horror in this game. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Well, I'm gonna tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I think. That's fine.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Fair enough.
Just how long has she been down here?
That's a good question. How long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I love how ominous her expression was in the frame. Yeah, very much so. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
What are you going to do?
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Sure.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
I mean, I'd still want to hear it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Exactly.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Exactly.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Yeah, hero. I get it.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Yeah, the princess voice actor is so good.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Fair enough.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
I trust that whatever decision you make, I will abide by.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Getting in my anti-monarchist brain here, but no. Oops, what am I doing? Right. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Kind of.
You know why you're here.
Sure I do. Okay, I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains.
Oh, you have to be kidding.
Aw, look at her little smile. What a cutie.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Maybe so.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying up around up there somewhere. And if not, I can find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
Okay.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
I wonder
you hear the
who
click
did
of a
that.
lock sliding into place.
Such a surprise.
Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
I wonder who did that.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I wonder who took away her agency.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Well, I'm gonna do the contrarian run forever.
Easier for
But
whom?
only for the narrator.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Sure.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm sure I won't, narrator. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment,
Some
you place
gore,
the
body
blade against the
horror.
princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
This is so funny. Look at her big anime eyes. She's so cute.
You
It's like a
cut
kitten.
into her flesh.
I love how we are clearly a bird man.
The blade is sharp, and you
He's
make
just
quick
so
work
nonchalant.
of it.
It's like,
Before
yeah, let
long,
me
you're
just
able
cut
to
off my
crack
hand.
through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Alright.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
I mean, you know, just girly things. Quit looking at me with those big old
Thank
eyes.
you. Now let's
so
get out of here.
gigantic. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Alright.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just
God
do
forbid
that.
women do anything.
Watch me.
Alright, where is it? Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back,
I'm
but the
working
princess
with the
swiftly
princess.
moves out
This
of
is
the way
working with the
before you can
princess here.
connect. Stop it! Stop resisting
Oh
me!
no,
I
my
am
camera
trying to
froze.
get you out of here alive.
Alright, let me double check this. It'll do that sometimes. Let me... Here we go. Am I back on? Let's see. Hello? Am I back on? Uh-oh. I don't think I'm back on. Okay, we have a solution for this. Let me, Okay, whenever this happens, and this does happen sometimes, let me try this again. Okay, let me see if this works. And if it doesn't work, it's fine. I do have a solution. No, that's not what I wanted at all. Did I pull the... cancel. Discard. Discard. No, that's not what I wanted at all. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, one more time. Sorry, one sec. Give me a moment. Okay. There it is. I think it just got disconnected for some reason. Okay. Alright, I think it's just being a little fidgety. But I think we should be back. Okay. There we go. And let's put you back right here. And let's put you a little smaller. It's not going to be exactly the same size, but it's fine. There we go. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. Alright, cool. I don't trust you, but whatever. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I mean...
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
This is my friend. Thank you for welcoming me back. If I couldn't get my video back, I probably would have just, brought my PNG tuber in, which I think is very cute, so it wouldn't have been
I'll
so
make
bad.
this quick.
Alright.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
I hope so.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Sounds good.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Sounds good.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I do have a PNG.
I hope it was worth it.
Let me see if I can... Okay. Chapter 2, The Prisoner. Okay, we have done, like, this path before. I want to try it a little bit
You're on a
differently.
path in the woods,
Let me see if I can...
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I want to find a really cool little thing that I have here. Let me double check real quick. It is... Where is she? Where is she? Okay. There she is. Okay. Ha! There she is. Oops. Okay. There. I love this. Oops. Back up here. We can share space. We can share her. Right here. Isn't she cute? There. We can both be on. We can both be on screen. It's great. I think that's fine. There we go. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back to the game.
You're here to slay her.
Yeah, it's me.
If you-
Okay. Getting terrible sense of deja vu. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Okay.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Sure.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
Hell yeah.
There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
I love the contrarian and I love the skeptic, and I kind of want
I'm
to see
inclined to
what'll happen.
agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Hell yeah. It's me. It's a me.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Alright, fine.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous...
Okay. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Alright.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay. Keep going.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Alright.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
Okay. Alright.
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
I'm a professional after all. I killed you because you were being a meanie. Okay, I like him a little more now. What a silly guy. He's just a little silly guy.
Sure you are.
You're just a silly little guy.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I mean, I know the consequences.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I mean...
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back
Gaslighting
here.
is so real.
Did time
Very
simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I like having both me and my PNG tuber on. It's very cute.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and what a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin.
Exactly.
For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Exactly.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
The narrator is just so... Oh.
You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in...
Oh. Okay, proceed to the cabin. I just don't want to hear him, like...
A warning. Before you
I
go
don't
any
like
further.
the narrator, if you haven't guessed already.
She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Did you just say wink out loud?
I like the skeptic.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
My favorite. Other than the contrarian. You know who my least favorite is? My least favorite is the lover. He's a weirdo.
The interior of the cabin is
much.
less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Oh, dungeon.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
I suppose it is.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor. The blade is your implement.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Or at least
it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I
love
there
how
was a
sketchy
mirror a
everything
second
is.
ago, and now it's gone.
Look how sketchy those bricks
If he
are.
doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled.
The lover is the
Maybe
real
it'll be
horror,
back.
actually, because, like, he's so unaware of how, like, there's no more agency in the princess. That's the real horror. This cabin's different than last time. Take the blade, enter the basement. I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
It's a very good tool. Alright.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing
This is
across
so
glimmering
cool. The
patches
art
of
is just so
slimy
good.
moss on the stone
I
steps.
love seeing it all the time.
If her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
The narrator talks like someone who is so convinced of a specific truth that he won't hear any argument, regardless of whether said argument pokes holes in their own explanation. It's a kind of belief that's very apropos to the current climate. It's also why I hate him. Very
Is that
true.
a visitor I hear? Please.
It's why I
come
don't want to do
downstairs.
anything he says.
It's been a while
Even though
since
I
I've had
know that I
company.
can explore more avenues if I do certain things he
Does
says.
she remember
I
us?
just do not want to do anything he says. Let's see.
You walk down the stairs and lock
She's
eyes
so
with the princess.
cute.
She
She's
looks up
she's
at you,
sad
the heavy
kitten.
collar around
Look
her
at
neck
face.
clanking loudly as she
Look at her
moves.
face.
The chains
so
binding both her
cute. Look
wrists
at
to the
her.
far
Oh my
wall,
gosh.
joining the metallic chorus
so
as she adjusts
adorable.
her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here.
She's so cute.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Okay.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Interesting.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Oh my god, this one's the craziest one possible. Let's see. I'm not sure I need to move much of any. See how look up she is? Okay. Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Uh-huh.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Sounds good.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon.
Alright, sit where you were told to sit. Sit closer. I'll sit yeah.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Alright.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Good question. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? Okay.
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
It's a good question.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
Yes, narrator.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. It's complicated things. How
Exactly.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done.
Some stuff
you go
just
to the
so
cabin,
I can
you
get
heroically
like
slay
an
the princess, and in the process you
ending.
save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Alright.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a
Contingency.
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously.
Interesting.
And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were.
Yes.
I really shouldn't say anything else. I'm just going to make it worse.
Okay.
Now hold on. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth.
Okay.
I hoped if I pushed back hard enough, I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
Alright.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
It is.
I never said I wasn't.
He's a pathetic man!
I get it.
Let's go.
It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky.
Ha!
So don't waste that luck by
The
messing
hero.
it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important
So
for
much
us to be
talking.
ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters.
Ugh.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. I won't. Fine.
I won't.
But you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Alright.
Yeah. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation.
You can't
You shouldn't be daydreaming.
So true. Let's do this. Alright. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Okay.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
Alright.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really
I
doesn't
like
know
that her
anything.
crown is chains.
Maybe both of us
I
are
was thinking
stuck
it was
in
a
this
black
loop
crown,
without
but it is
any
just made of
idea
chains, isn't
why or
Alright. Other chain on the wall. What's it for? What would you have me do?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
Well,
I hope I don't actually have to say that.
Wait. Wait. I wanna explore the chains. I wanna do it. Let's do it.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Well,
And why is that?
well.
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Well,
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
well.
I don't know. Maybe it will.
Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
The skeptic is like the contrarian, but like edgier.
But what if he's
I like
telling
them
the
both.
truth? He isn't. I am.
I'll inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you
Let's do
inspect it, though she can't fully
Let's do
hide
it.
her curiosity.
Let's do the dumb thing.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
I can't see.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
What are we?
Yes, it's bad.
Yes, it's bad. Okay.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
The song just like, the music just fully stopped. I'm like, damn, okay.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Oops. I like how the princess is just watching us judgmentally.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Well, you know, this seems like the best possible outcome.
Excuse me?
I mean, you know.
Yes?
He's like, yes? Excuse me, yes? He's like,
Are we stuck here now?
I guess we're stuck here now. Prisoner of the mind, become your own
Yes.
jailer. Oh well. This is so interesting. I haven't seen this choice before. So the choice I did before was helping cut her out. So I've already seen that. So I wanted to try the other choice, and I had a feeling. I had a very strong feeling that I knew it was gonna happen. But whatever.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Yeah, I think this is pretty funny. Let's see what happens. Narrator, I tried to warn you, dude. Well, it's
What are
fine.
we supposed to do now?
We waited forever before. We're fine.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Oh well.
That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch?
I mean,
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
I guess so. That is true.
Yep.
We do.
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
That's fine. Did you know this is gonna happen to me? Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
Sounds
That's
good.
rude.
Ooh. Did you know this was gonna happen to me? And she just doesn't answer. I like that. Let's go.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for.
Let's wait
But you're
together.
waiting for
Waiting
something.
together with somebody
You're
you
waiting for anything.
like the company of is not so bad.
This is so boring.
Hero, just chill.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
It's fine.
But there isn't. Time passes.
Sounds good.
It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
Sounds good.
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
Ooh, are there 5 people watching right now? Say hi in the chat if you're here.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Yeah, she's just chilling. We're
Her
chilling.
very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How
Yeah.
exactly does that work? It just does.
Blah, 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 narrator.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Sounds good.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they
That's
have
very
to
true.
exist. That's just how things work.
That is how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
Interesting that only when the skeptic mentions this does it change. Like the narrator makes it seem like he's not controlling things, but then like only when it like occurs to him does this happen. Interesting. Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Fair enough.
Still rude.
Still rude. I like her.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework,
The
and watch
narrator's
lichen
so-
spread along the seams of the walls.
The narrator is so bad at being trustworthy. Exactly. And I mean, even if he wasn't trustworthy, I would have still done what he said if he wasn't so...
That doesn't make sense. Has
That
our
makes
entire
sense.
concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Exactly.
She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass and pass.
I love this, I love this, I love this.
Until suddenly, there are no walls.
She looks up.
And then...
Oh.
And? I think he's gone.
Ooh, he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
We just had to wait. That's good.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Time passes. There you go. Goodbye. I hope this was a nice wait with you. But you do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Will the skeptic trust me? We'll see.
Feels too good to be true.
Okay. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've grown. And I'm melting. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Hi, friend! You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Interesting. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Child, same as an infant. Okay, what does it feel like change like this? When all is done, do you know what you want to do? When I was back... Okay. You've been kinder. What do you want me to bring you next time? And do you have any thoughts on this vessel? That's what I want to ask.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
Okay. Sounds good.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
At least you got to sit with her. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
They are not me.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Aw, joy of having me by your side. That's so sweet. When this is all done, what do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Okay.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Okay. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
I like that. That made me a little emotional. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
I love her. I love this one. I love the long quiet. So sweet. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow,
Okay.
for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
How lovely.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
This is so nice. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
That's okay. Good to see you every time I go back here. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Let's go.
We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. A guarded vessel, bring the prisoner to her. Okay.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Okay. Okay.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Alright.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
I want to
warning.
bring her a new
But
perspective.
we're not going to ignore him.
Let's see, what can we do to bring her a new perspective? That's my question.
The interior blade is...
I'll enter the basement without it. Let's see what happens.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
If you say so.
Don't let it fool you.
Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. I kind of want to see what'll happen if I say this to the sweetheart girl, or whatever.
You must have the wrong address.
You must have the wrong address! Oh, that's funny. Okay, that's a good line.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I mean...
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
There's the other chain.
There's a heavy... She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
The hero is
There's a
kind of
lot
getting
riding on you.
infatuated, honestly. That's okay.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
I'm kind of a jokester. Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
I want to see if I can break her sweetness, like, just with words, like not actually hurting her, but we'll see. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're the person... What have you been eating? What are you gonna do? I won't kill you. But I can't just set you free, it's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone would be happy. I'll ask.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
So you weren't kidding on the stairs. I thought you were just making a bad joke. You were actually sent here to kill me?
Yes, I was.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
I mean...
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
I like that idea, Hero.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Ooh.
It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
She's getting a personality. Oh, I like this. I like that she went from like, to like...
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
I love this.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Hell yeah. What'll happen if I lock her in the basement? Okay, let's get you out of here. Hey, Edward, help me make the next decision. Because I'm tempted to lock her in the basement. My instinct is to, like, bring her, you know, to free her. But I kind of want to see what'll happen if I try to lock her in the basement. And I've never done that before, so I kind of want to see what'll happen. Because overall, I don't want to hurt her. I think retrieving the blade will just get me back to the point where I'm going to cut her, you know, free. But let's see. If you have, you know, if you want to make that decision, let me know. But if not, then I can absolutely move forward with probably lock her in the basement, see what happens. Although I will save. I will save right now, just see what'll happen. Have you done the sequence yet? I have not. I have not done a sequence where she was sweet and then I would, like, you know, lock her in a basement. Alright, I'll lock her in a basement.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
I know, I just want to see what happens.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Let's see.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Uh-oh.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Alright.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
Let's see what happens.
I don't think she's bluffing.
Well...
Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
Well... Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. Alright, I'll say this.
It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry.
Uh-oh.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Uh-oh.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
Ooh, things are shaking. Oh, do you see that? The lines are shaking.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Oh, this should be fun.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only
There
a
it
severed
is.
arm.
Her
Its
hand.
cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
That's fun. That's super fun.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Ooh. Hello?
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Okay. Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Close the door behind you, investigate the arm.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the
All
pattering
right.
of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against
I
the
want to see what'll
stairs.
happen if she tries to escape with... Oh, have you not seen what she does when she doesn't have a knife? Edward's asking, how did she do that? She didn't have a knife. Well, there is another way that she does that, and if you haven't seen it, then it's interesting.
You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead.
I don't mind letting her go, is the thing.
She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place.
It is very funny if you haven't seen... Well, it's not funny. It is very gory. But it is funny in the way she does it.
No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
I don't mind.
With those parting words, the princess walks away. Her quiet footsteps
I
eventually
want to know
fade
what'll
in
happen if she
as
got
she
free.
leaves you and the cabin to rot.
She uses her teeth, doesn't
stuck
she? Yes, she
here.
does.
It can't just end like this, right?
Very cute.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
I do want to see what'll happen.
You don't know how
that
much
she's
time
free.
passes before the end. The world ends, and you end with it.
I don't mind that at all. Let's see what happens. The witch. Ooh! Okay, let's see. What is the witch?
You're on a path in the woods,
I love this. Okay, let's
and
do
at
it.
the end of that path, you're here.
All right.
A warning, she will lie. Don't worry.
Ooh, you can trust to get the job done. Opportunist. Okay. All right.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The blade is your implement.
Okay, approach the mirror. Let's go.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
I haven't done
There
this
isn't much
sequence
to
yet,
see
so I'm
here.
very excited.
What are you talking about?
All right, let's do this real
You
fast.
reach forward and rub
I'm
your
just
hand
gonna go
against the
fast
cabin
so I can
wall.
get more of this
I
story.
hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. That's not actually a bad idea.
Perhaps so. Let's go. Let's see what's happening.
The door to the basement creaks open. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can
Very
barely
weird.
penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Okay.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Uh-huh.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough.
She seems friendly
Maybe
enough.
we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Hell yeah.
You can't. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Endlessly debate what to do with the princess. That's the title of the game.
Thank you.
Ah!
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
Oh, she's so cute. She's a big kitty.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall,
She's so
her
cute.
eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting
He's
like the two. Oh,
kitty.
no. That's pretty sharp. Call it deductive reason. Well, you seem to be
Kitty.
great. Do you remember us then? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it
wanna
all
get
behind us? Just
to the
focus
end
on
of
the
the
task
story
at
before
hand.
the 2
I
hour
don't
mark,
care
so-
if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now. Let's chat her up a bit first. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Yes, I'm sorry about last time. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you. Got to get you out somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
That's so cute.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Yeah, opportunist and
This
cat
is why
princess.
she can't just be abandoned here. If
I'm sorry about last time. I didn't do the shit to you last time. I didn't do shit to you last time. You're the one who locked me away until I died. I died last time. You didn't. Okay. Look, I know it got messy. We should team up. You could have gotten this a long time. The cabin is even locked. Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
Yeah, let's just leave.
she creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
I love this.
She never
She's
breaks
so
eye contact,
cute, look at her.
even as the two of you find yourselves face to
she's a
face.
cat girl. She's a nya. She's a nya.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do
She's
now that she's
nya.
within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Well,
Oh no, we can't have that. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking? You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted.
there's smoke and trust somewhere. What if I give you this?
You can't be serious.
I am serious.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. As do I.
I want to show.
I
I abstain.
abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
I abstain. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right?
I'm gonna show her. She's so
Of
cute.
course
Look at her little nose.
You hand the blade to the princess, who quickly snatches it from you, her eyes darting between you and the
Aw.
weapon with a nervous curiosity.
Oh,
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
I want to show you some trust.
What do you think happens now?
I mean, if you kill me, you're stuck down here anyway. That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time, I regret it, so now it's your time to choose. You can be better than this. You're beautiful. I actually want to save you. I feel like the only way to do this. Okay. That's up to you. Oh, I like the music. I chose last time and I regret it, so now it's your... One of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. But do you want this? I don't. We can be better than this. Okay, I'm gonna say it's your time to choose.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
She's so scrunchy.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
Well,
And then she buries the blade in your heart.
that's fine.
What? No, come on, that's not right. I told
That's
you.
alright.
I told you this is what she was going to do.
That's
Glee
fine.
dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble,
Oh.
her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Oh no, don't be sad.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
Don't be sad.
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time.
Don't be sad. Aw.
Everything goes dark.
I made
And
me
you
sad
die.
for her. Hey, the thorn. Hand your power to suspicious character. I've been doing that with the narrator. It doesn't matter.
You're on a path in the woods. Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against.
The
But the whole
opportunist.
point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to
But
break
she
the
did.
cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
That's so funny.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time.
Yeah, the
We've
hero's
already
right.
proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things.
We'll see.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to
I like
get
how they
back
all
to
just
the cabin
hijack
and
the
give it another
narrator.
try.
I don't need to hear him.
Give what another try exactly? Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. Great. So you've obviously been here before. Twice, actually. Sure.
Twice.
Twice.
Different. This place is different. It keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading.
I don't mind.
I've had enough of these annoying
that
little
her
secrets.
influence is spreading.
If
As
you
long
want
as
us
it's
to
not
do
yours.
this, you have to let us in on your game already. I've already said too much. The more
Whatever. Okay, we're gonna free her. I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has to say for herself when we get to the cabin. True cabin. What happens if you just leave? No matter what happens next, seems our answers in the cabin. Yeah.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You
The
talking about me?
thorn.
Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters.
Whatever.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore.
Wow.
The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain,
Wow.
the promise of new life in the
The
wreckage
promise
of the
of
old.
new life in the wreckage of the old. That's what I wanted. That's really what I
The
wanted.
only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Oh, I love that.
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
I love the red.
Well, it's not here. And if she has it...
I've never seen this one before either, Edward.
Let me guess. You want to get all chummy with her.
Why not?
As far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon.
I like
It's just
that
the smart
when he
thing to
says
do.
him, it's like capitalized, and her, it's not.
I wouldn't be so hasty.
Interesting.
I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade.
Alright, how do you even get down here? Only thing you see is a mirror.
You're right, the mirror is back, but there isn't a mirror. I still don't get his angle here. Seems like whatever we do, he's always going to say it isn't there. He's either a liar, or he doesn't hold all the cards. So,
Hell yeah.
is the door to the... I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement.
Let's approach the mirror.
You step forward
It's
and
really
approach
cool.
the
I love
scorched
the red
entryway leading to the
flowers.
basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. It went away when we touched it last time.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good.
As
As
if things weren't unpredictable enough. So true.
Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Sounds good, opportunist. Let's go. Enter the
You step
basement.
through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below.
Ooh.
The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer
Wow,
of gritty
look
ash.
at all these thorns.
The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only
There
recently
was a
been
fire.
extinguished.
Okay.
Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
I like the imagery. It's all about like regrowth
Their spines
after,
point courteously down towards the basement,
after a fire.
so you're able
but
to
it's still
brush
very
past their jagged points
defensive.
with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet.
Courteously going
That's a matter
down.
for... I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches. Her voice, worn down by pain and
Aw,
suspicion,
worn down by pain and
hobbles up the
suspicion.
stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? I lock you away and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back.
Hi.
I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Hi. I want to figure out a way out of here for good. I don't really know what I want. I never really chose to come here. I want to free you, I mean it. I just want to talk, really talk. I don't really know what I want. I never really chose to come here.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Okay.
You continue down the basement
I
stairs,
was never given a
brushing
choice in the
past the
first place,
smooth
but these are
edges
the
of
choices that I
thorns that
made.
grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open
no.
cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
Oh,
At the heart
What's
of it all,
happened to you?
encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
oh no.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Oh no. I'm not here to laugh, I'm here to free you if you'd let me. You're a prison of your own making. Say anything left for you. I'm here to free you if you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
She still has kitty face! Oh, girly.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
Oh, girly. I'm strapped as you are, I think we need to leave together. Guess you don't have anything left to say. You're the only one who's...
The princess clutches the blade
She
closer
has
to her
kitty
chest.
face.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Yeah. Can I take the blade now? Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is.
The cheated.
It does feel like we're stuck until we do something. We're not making things worse.
Then maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action. Can I take the blade now?
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Look at her eyes.
Okay.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers.
Oh. I just want to give her
For
a
a
hug
moment,
too.
she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. I'll be damned.
Give her a thorny
She really?
hug.
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands.
Okay,
We
opportunist,
free her.
calm down.
I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides,
Yeah,
it would
cheated.
really stick
Exactly.
it to him to free her.
Exactly.
Or, hear me out,
Oh, opportunist, you
slay
suck.
her. Right? That sounds like a splendid idea. We've all said our piece. It's two against you. Don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us.
True.
That doesn't matter. He's been with us.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Yes.
true.
What a good idea. So you're suddenly team freedom.
Opportunist.
You can't just switch sides as soon as we make. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that even
Alright,
if he'll stick a knife in our back
opportunist,
as soon as he
motherfucker.
has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. See? We're all friends. Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing
girl.
only slightly as the blade slices into
Poor
the thick
princess.
vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you?
Nope.
Is that really all you've got? Threatening? Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right. He's a bit of a nobody,
His
isn't he?
influence is no
I think I've
longer
been on your
here.
side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Good.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Look at her little smile. Of course I did.
She smiles,
Oh.
her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
Oh.
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously... You're getting desperate, aren't you? We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes.
Exactly, hero. Exactly.
I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Exactly. Correct. Cut into the thorns. Step into the thorns.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Yeah!
Both you and the princess
Look at her
ascend the stairs
smile.
without obstacle.
Look at her little
This
teeth!
is unacceptable. The
Look at her
second
little
you
gap
step
in her
out of this
teeth.
cabin
So
with her,
cute.
the world ends. It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost,
Oh,
and we've
teeth.
bested you at your own game at last.
Oh, she has the
I don't
little
care
cat
what
ears
happens now.
too, from like when she was
That's
a little
all
kitty
I've
cat.
wanted. You
Yeah,
and the
the cheetah
princess
is lovely.
hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance.
I'm sure it is.
We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Hands
Turning over
clasped,
a new
the
leaf.
two of you
Work
open
through
the
some
door
issues and learn
and
to
step
trust
out
again.
into a
Aw.
new day.
How lovely.
You irredeemable murderers.
That's fine. Look, she gets to see the flowers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going?
Oh,
Why is it so cold?
it'll be better now, I promise. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And there's that.
The end for you, but not the end for me. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels it's going to do something to us. If they think it's bad.
The opportunist. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. How do I look now? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ah, there he is. He's rotten. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin. Aw, it's my sweet one.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this new vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away.
Thank you for hugging her for me.
She will make for a cautious heart.
What a sweetheart.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you're like holding her for me. You can't be a contradiction. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Okay. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the
Makes me
corners
sad too,
of
honestly.
you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Aww. Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Never. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't really know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Always. Okay? How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay? I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Yeah. Edward says, I love how it's so clearly a love story between you and the Long Quiet. Yeah. Especially because I love her. So, like, just me personally, I'm playing it as much as a love story as I can. Everything goes dark and then you die. We are nearing the end of the stream. I'll do one more run because I did like start with a silent game, so I do want to give it a little more. But I love this. A thorny vessel. Bring the thorn to her. That's awesome. We did it.
You're on a path. You're here.
Okay, let's just skip this.
You make your way up the shore. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go
Yes.
through with it. Ignore him.
Okay, let's go.
The interior of the blade is...
I will enter the basement.
The door to the base... Her voice
Hello?
is hypnotized. Don't let it...
Alright. I think I'm here to slay you. Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and... She's beautiful. I am begging you...
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk a bit first. I'll see what I can do. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name? If you're the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It's a good question.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen. Okay, but actually...
Sent here to slay you. What are you gonna do if you get out of here? I'm gonna keep you locked away. I'm sorry, I can't trust you. This doesn't add up. Go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without getting another word. Keeping you here like this. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Alright.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe doubtful.
Okay. If there's a key, do you have any ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd... You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else...
Okay, let's skip through this.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Oh, Edward, here you go. The thing you have not seen yet. And also for everyone else, gore warning.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I love how sharp her teeth are.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade, or we could... You won't like...
I'm saving the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place
I think
the
I might have
blade
seen
against
this.
the ragged,
Yeah, actually.
self-inflicted
I love her
wound
little
on the
teeth. She feels like a
princess's
little
arm,
rat.
just above the
I like that.
unyielding chain
She's
binding
insane.
her to this
Exactly.
place.
And we don't need to
You
fix it.
cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes... Her limb falls to... She didn't so much as... No.
Exactly.
She smiles softly as her gaze
Aw,
meets yours.
look at her cute face.
Blood from her wounded arm. How is she still smiling?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
She's so silly. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have it. As the princess... Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
What?
Where is it? Warn her?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, has...
Your body lunges forward.
Okay, I'm
Stop
skipping. What? Oh, look at this! I can't slay the princess. That's amazing.
it. The
I
blade.
can't slay her.
Move the blade.
That's so cool. I never would have.
As your
but, you know.
body remains frozen in stubborn...
We both know...
She nervously reaches...
Okay.
I'm sorry.
She plunges it into your chest.
Oh no!
Stay strong. For her sake. Whatever.
Okay, I think we're going
She
down the
sinks
lover
the
path.
blade
It's fine.
into-
Let's do it.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry!
She doesn't
That's
know
so
how to
funny.
use a knife. Apparently not. Though it doesn't...
I'm so sorry!
With one last thrust of the knife, it can't just end like this. Right? Oh, that's coming from you.
Look at her big eyes.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the
at
reality
her
of
big
what's happened.
eyes.
Everything goes dark.
Her eyes are so big. The damsel. Okay, here we go.
You're on a... You're here.
Alright. Let's just skip. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. If only you...
The
Forget, but he is a
Smitten! I hate
villain.
him.
He made... Last time. I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. I do. But sure, you don't pay their bick.
Alright, let's go. Let's see what if I can change something from the lover.
The the blade.
Approach the mirror.
What are you talking?
White mirror clearing.
You reach forward, and
I'm
now it's
just gas feeding
gone.
through this.
Pity.
Let's see.
We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never. You take the blade from. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no
I don't
use
like
arguing
the
over
smitten.
motivations right
But,
now.
you know, we're on the same team. The smitten, there he is. Exactly, right?
The door, but it's still a stone. A soft.
Hello?
Her voice. Okay, I'm with you that we don't even. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not. You walk down the stairs
Look
and
at her
lock
cute
eyes
face.
with the princess.
She's...
There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
She's beside the
binding
window.
her. My love!
Interesting.
You know she can't. She may not. Oh, your spirits.
It's you.
Did you hear that? And she called us a flattery, really? Waiting for you to come
The hero
back.
and the
That's
smitten.
right, Well, only because he made. And you've died before. Nothing resets. Horrible for you, maybe.
Yeah,
But
I'm
now,
just speeding
hold
through.
on. If she actually
Sorry to
ended
anyone
a
who's never
world,
heard the
are
Smitten's
you
voice
sure
before.
we
Exactly.
want to do
It's the
this?
silliest one.
Are you we never saw a world end. Are you listening to him?
Very silly. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? Did you kind of end? I really didn't care for it last time. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Well... What happens if I slay her now? I'm sorry what happened last time. The narrator sent me to kill you as it took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such.
That's okay.
She took that That's because she think she has someone like him. She doesn't. I think he's right.
Okay, interesting. Alright. I'm saving, because I want to see what'll happen. What will happen if... Well, I don't wanna... I don't want to slay her. Interesting.
Rescue her? Don't you see how dainty her? No, she's a prisoner here. If her hand could just slip out of the... Because we've yet to present... I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart? I think I'd rather believe in... so you're... One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator? No.
Narrator?
I can't. You're what?
It's so
Yes,
silly.
not on my
I can't
watch,
believe this is
villain.
also like Jonathan
My
Sims.
passions contain you. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feet. I can't believe it. I told you.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just what? Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
Am I?
What do we do now?
We leave and then we have a whole life to figure out what to do next. What do you
Let
want
me
to do?
guess. Spoken with the rank.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She
Yeah.
doesn't even know what she wants. You're so gullible.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
Yes.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Something isn't right here, I'm sorry. Slay the princess. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm saving this. Let's see what happens. Alright. If it turns out, like, really sad, if it, like, is devastating, I'm gonna go back. I swear.
You turn the tip of your blade towards the unsuspecting princess. Wait. No, you barbarian, what are you doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and strike. The princess's eyes grow wide. Your blade pierces her heart.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you.
The smitten.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead.
Lady
The
killer
world
slain
is
innocent.
saved. Thank you. I feel sick. You'll get over it. Get over it. You smarmy. You raise the blade,
Ooh.
aiming the point directly towards your heart. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a rash. The only rash decision we've made
Yeah.
was running our
I'm in
cursed
agreement with the
blade
smitten
through
here.
her heart. This is far from rash.
Say no. Let's see what happens.
What? No, let's not do that.
You won't use your fancy reverse psychotherapeutics on me, murder. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all?
He sounds so different from Jonathan Sims. And the reason I did this is because I've already done the Lover, and maybe the Pristine cut changed it, but I've already done the Lover ending, where she has no motivation. Like, she has no will whatsoever, and I did not like that. It was creepy. Actually, I take it back, I like the Smitten. So I want to see what'll happen now, because when I said it isn't right, it's because she had no will. And I want to see if that returns her will, what I just did. But I'm also going to kill myself, so I want to see what'll happen.
What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor.
Let's go.
You can't be serious. I'm not. He just made it happen.
That's right. You're all...
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Let's see what happens. She has no will at all. It is creepy. Exactly. The Grey. Okay, let's go.
You're on a path in the woods.
What
You
is
horrid
this?
monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my...
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
You killed her.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job.
The cold.
Oh, and I'm still here too.
If you
I hear
not
of-
get to be blessed with
Oh, am I
seemingly
still here too?
eternal life...
I doubt it.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here, but...
It's our third.
Your open I couldn't care less what he knows.
And if it is
Yeah, I am worried.
permanent,
I'm
then
on the
what?
Smitten side here. I want to see what's
You'll
going
kill
on.
him.
Oh, you just wait. Don't provoke him. I'd prefer if we did.
Why not?
It was unpleasant.
It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
The
I'll
cold.
make you feel what I feel.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Goddamn. Okay. The cold and the Smitten are just doing some shit over here. Okay.
Can I-
let's-
Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
The narrator's like, can I get a, hello? Can
I'm
I,
looking forward
what's
to it.
happening? Would it be weird to ship the narrator in the cold?
Good. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great.
And we haven't talked about how different this place was. It wasn't different last time. No one charged you with Slayer again. You are not going to make us kill ourselves. I understood. Whatever happens next seems are all answers in the cabin. Okay.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of... Oh, we'll muck it up all right. We'll get our...
Whatever you do, don't let... I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but... Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive.
You're saying that like stress.
It is. It's easy.
Are
Okay,
you
Cold.
even alive?
I don't know.
This
I
is
love this, like,
horribly
back and forth.
unproductive.
Okay, let's see what happens. These two are great.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle. Ancient dust-covered wooden
my
beams
goodness.
hold up
But
a
do you hear that
crumbling
music?
ceiling like
Why
mummified
did it
ribs.
sound so...
Each elegantly
triumphant?
carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you.
Is that... her?
Our beloved! She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move,
The door at the end of the room, but... Ah, yes. The mirror.
the mirror. Maybe it's gone.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I.
I
about
love
what
the
we've done.
Smitten's lines here.
Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our hearts.
This is the most non-Jonathan Sims voice I've ever heard, and
I
it's
suppose
wonderful.
it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Sure. Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room. It's still so... Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to...
It's time for all of you.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. So much for our reflection.
I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold.
That's really
No
funny.
way left.
That's really funny. I like you, Smitten. I like you now.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Oh, look at her. She
revealing
looks so
an
sad.
antique staircase lit by weak torchlight.
I'm sorry. I didn't want
The
you to
air
become
here
the
is so
lover,
stale
the
it practically
freaking...
stands still.
Love her
As
again.
if the very molecules of this place of even the blaze of
I
the
don't think it would've
torches
been fair
can't
to you.
penetrate. A wispy figure watches you from. There she is again. My love. She's just an
My
old
love.
memory. Your eyes lock for a.
I'm sorry about last time. Are we good?
As you descend the final
Oh my
step,
goodness.
the form of the princess comes into view.
Ooh, look
A
at
skeletal body
The
lying in
music's
a
still
heap on the
so
floor. Her
positive.
wrist still
I don't
bound
like it.
to the wall by a heavy chain.
that. The last time I saw the ghost cabin was darker and creepier, right? This is a very different way of what I've seen the ghost be, and the music sounds so nice, which is weird.
This cell is a dark and isolated place. See?
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a. You turn to see the
Hello?
shade of the. So that's where the blade is. She is dead. Oh, for the love of. Can we not waste time? Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do?
We make amends.
But she hasn't said
You came back. I missed you.
Oh no.
That and
You sure snapped.
yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps
Oh.
making us hurt each other.
It keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
Let's do it.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
I agree.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after
I mean,
uncountable years
you know,
of
a
desiccation,
fire helped with
immediately
our last
catches
ending,
fire.
so I'm not gonna be mad
She's
at it.
trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Why'd you close the door? Let me out and try and kill me. I'm going to burn. Are you mad or killing me? I'm sorry. Why did you close the door?
Because I wanted to be with you. I don't want you to leave.
I think this is a good, yeah.
See? Everything's fine.
Yeah, in a bad way.
She just has a unique way of expressing
Honestly,
things.
good for her.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. We've never burned to death before.
I wonder how that's
I
gonna
wonder
feel.
how it's going to feel.
Good question.
Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd...
I think a bit of fun.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
This seems a little silly, and I like it. I'm going to burn. What's wrong with you? I don't want this, please. I'm begging you. Are you mad at me? Killing you? I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about.
She's holding a grudge.
She wouldn't.
The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer.
Ooh.
You can practically feel your skin,
Skin
sizzling
sizzling
already.
I wonder if we look good right now. I don't want to burn to...
Alright. Rush to the door. Rush for the blade.
As you rush up the stairs towards the princess, you push through the flames, trying to ignore the choking hot air filling your lungs.
Exactly, she has a will now. That's
Manage
kind
to
of
reach her,
preferable to how
your
the level
hand
was.
wrapping around the hilt of the blade. But the metal is already blistering hot. Your hand sizzles as it melts on contact. You can't so
Ooh,
much
dark.
as pull away, your nerves seizing up as they're fried. The bones of your hand, the princess, smiling warmly as her skin bubbles away, places her hand on yours and clutches it to her chest.
Oh, she looks awesome.
The
Looks so
pain is
cool.
unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as you're... But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything.
I love this. Look at this art. So
See?
freaky.
That wasn't so bad.
I told.
It was so bad. But somehow, the nothing is so much worse. You'll get used to it.
There are
Okay,
still the feelings of the heart.
Okay,
Oh,
Smith.
they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced. The princess's smile never fades. Her skin...
It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
I do like this one. I like this outcome much better. Ooh, look, she has a wedding dress and everything. Oh, there she goes. Oh, I didn't realize this would be the end, but I guess it is. But despite your best efforts, you do not die. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And there's that.
Okay. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
Yes.
Ignore the cow.
Ignore the cowards, you have to look. Absolutely, I will. Ooh. You've unraveled. I think there's one. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Do you think there's anything real out there? Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars and people, I think.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is passion betrayed. But even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart.
Oh, give me a moment. Here we go. Okay, let's see. A bright heart. All right.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Do you think anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Okay. Ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Of course. Alright. A burning vessel, bring the burn gray to her.
You're on a
want
path
to try to
in the
finish
woods,
this by today, but let's see.
and you're here.
Alright, let's just go.
You make a warning. She will. We're not going to go. Ignore.
Go.
The interior of the blade.
Blade.
You take the.
I want to see what'll happen.
The door to the bed. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool.
Okay, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening. You walk down the stairs. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Hope you're having a great day. Thank you, Mercury. We're almost done. I'm just want to
Focus on the
finish like this
task at
particular
hand.
playthrough.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Feel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward.
Oh? No talk. I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should.
She's unarmed.
I'm sorry. Can we just talk?
You're so. No, this is a good idea.
Oh, threatened, Darwin.
Drop the blade.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just.
Against your better
Thanks for stopping
judgment,
in, yeah.
you step forward. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
How would I get you out of here? There's some people who think you're the end of the world. How would I get you out of here?
You can't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well,
Her sharp eye. She isn't. She is.
Okay. We're supposed to end the world. We've talked enough.
oh, have you...
You know.
Getting you out of here.
Oh, you have. You walk up to the chains binding. They're large and heavy. Far too
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go look at...
doubtful.
That would be fine.
She speaks.
I can lose
If
an
we
arm,
were stuck
yeah.
down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant. You attempt. Is someone else?
Okay. At the bottom of the stairs.
You make easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't like.
I'm saving her.
Against your
I'm
you
doing it
cut
every single
into her.
time.
The blade
I'm
is
never gonna
sharp,
stop
and you
saving
make
her.
quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone. She didn't so much as utter a free from her. How is she so?
Thank you.
Get out of here.
No, we won't have any. As the princess approaches, wait. This is. Watch me.
You can try. I'm not
Stop
doing
that.
this.
I thought this was...
Your body. Stop it.
Resist. Oh, I can't resist now. Well, let's try.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat. The blade, but she's ready for it.
Ah,
She grabs your
look
arm.
at her.
Her grip like a stone.
Have fun
vice.
planning on narrator. Exactly.
You drop the blade.
Ooh,
Pathetically.
fuck yeah.
She lets go, and faster than you can react, there's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain
think
you
I
can
know where
feel
we're going
bone
here.
grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through you, fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your tremor. Every blow is as punishing as the
Hell
first.
yeah.
You poor
The narrator is
thing.
easy to clown on. Very true.
I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
Sure.
She places a confident heel on
Well,
your chest
this is
and
what we did
pushes
to
you
her in
down
the
to
last
the
one,
ground.
so she should do the same to us.
Her knee falls to your throat. It can't just end like this. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Oh, whoa, oh my god. She's stepping on us. Yay!
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Hooray! Hour. Here we go.
You're here to.
Let's go.
Warn. She will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her.
The
Can we tone
broken-
down? I'm not being a. You're being in. Just ignore their big. I agree. If she's rescue her, so please try. If that's what you want.
Let's go.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its
Ooh,
humble
we need a
exterior
little ladder.
would
We're a
suggest.
little guy!
The only furniture of note, the blade. What do we feel? We don't.
Approach the mirror.
What are you talking?
Okay. I want to finish this last one.
You
'cause I want
reach.
to
We
see how
should
it
count
ends.
ourselves lucky.
Take the
Some
blade.
things are. You take.
Enter the basement. The broken, less exciting than the cold. Very true. The cold is at least a little fun.
The door to. Huh. This is still a stone basement. Her booming.
Is that a guest I hear?
You weren't kidding. We need to get down there.
I'm glad to make her a goddess.
Should we
I think
be
that's what I want
worried
to see.
about your sudden change in attitude? It doesn't matter what that little voice says.
Go.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber
You're a
over
little
one edge before
guy.
the princess towers over
She's
you,
a big
almost
lady.
glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window.
You've never
Her
seen
long
this one.
hair
Oh, this should be
billows
fun.
around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
She's a big lady.
The chain is nothing to her.
The little bird has returned to me. Oh, you brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Tighten your grip.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
This is just a good outcome
didn't
after
drop
the
it.
last one.
We decided to grip it tighter, remember? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees
I love
hit
how
the
the
floor.
camera changes. Okay. Ooh.
That's my good little bird. Now,
She
the
does
last
call me a
time we
bird.
met, you couldn't even scratch me. And what draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this.
Then you shouldn't have trusted us.
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, that's worrying.
You're supposed to end in silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? You're less broken than I thought.
Yeah.
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. No objections. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine
Drop it.
hand
Yes,
that
ma'am.
sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Okay. Pick up the blades.
You reach forward.
I am.
Stand.
My choices are
This
taken
one's
away from
easy.
me.
Okay, yeah.
Stand.
You can feel a creaking tension between. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your...
What?
Slit your throat.
You don't have to listen to her.
End this. Ooh, there's no choices. End this.
Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End
Exactly.
her.
End her. Slay yourself. Slay the princess. Ooh.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive,
Ooh,
actively
let's
fighting
go.
against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step
I think
at a time,
we need to come out of this
you
with both
move
our wills,
towards the
and that's what really
princess.
matters here.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry. Don't.
As you take
Oops.
another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh. Then it slides back out. The wound burns.
Now, do it again.
Those are just words.
It's what she.
You, heroic one, what are you doing?
Heroic one.
I'm on it.
I'm on it. Hero, what are you doing?
Your other hand locks
Oh my
around
God,
your wrist,
I'm on it.
struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs.
That's fucking awesome.
The
Holy
blade
shit.
still flails towards you,
Hero,
managing to
let's
slice
go.
bits of skin that
Hero.
prop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage
Struggle,
to keep
Hero.
yourself
Let's
in
go.
one
Let's go,
piece,
Hero. You can do it.
at least for now.
Oh, this is so cool.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird, thinking it can defy a
I think
god.
this is very good for us.
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much.
Slay the princess.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
Let's go, Hero.
You continue
Let's
to
go,
approach
Hero.
the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement.
Let's
You
go,
know, this would be a
Hero.
lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the
Ooh,
princess's
look at
feet,
her.
your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor. The coppery taste. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But
Yeah.
something about your defiant spirit speaks to me.
Good.
You are different.
You are different than you were
before.
before. Yes, exactly.
Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
I will do nothing she says this
There's
time.
a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps. Or a pet.
Well, that's the meaning, isn't it? Yes, how It's a mercy. I think he's given up whatever say he had. At least one of you is sane.
No.
The broken does not have.
Yes. Though your
a
body
say.
trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, You finally manage. The wind of your freedom rushes
oh
through
my
you,
goodness.
and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her. She
I
falls
made
to the
her
floor, crashing
kneel.
unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest.
This is a good one.
As you find your target again and again, she laughs.
Oh,
crude
look at her
emotion breaking
face.
through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh.
We can do this, can't we?
Look at her
You
face.
always could.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You
heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling and your body is crushed as she pulverizes you in, you lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done
Hell
to
yeah,
you.
let's go.
But the princess
Let's
is
go!
succumbing to her own wounds as well.
You made me use my hands.
You're monsters and conspirators.
The princess has been nothing
He sounds a
but
little bit
cruel
like
to you.
Smitten now.
You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. Aside from the pain,
I feel fine.
She collapses to the floor.
God Killer Slayer
Her
better.
glassy eyes
Ooh.
watch, unblinking, yet somehow
the
still
hero.
full of anguish and
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
don't let those be your final thoughts.
I guess.
I guess.
Regardless of how you feel about it,
The Fury. Last one.
you're on a path.
Oh my goodness.
I think
The
he's
Broken
upset.
is very
What's he got
upset.
to be upset?
Exactly.
You're damn right we did.
The
Can't say I have much
stubborn.
sympathy for you. You're being too generous. All right, enough chat. Okay, great.
Look
You're
at all
listening.
this
If your
skin. Ew.
thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath.
Well, this is just yeah.
Actually, this is all.
Yes, precise.
It's very
Oh, you're
different.
actually letting me talk now. So you
No,
knew
I'm not
this
actually
could
letting you
happen.
talk now.
You knew we'd be able to restart. Look, if the
Okay. I'm feeling like 100. You better all listen to me when time comes to me. Twice. Play her. Go.
good. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path.
That's it? No final words of advice?
I'd
Almost
rather
there.
not waste any more time.
If there's still a princess at the cabin,
Oh, cut it out, will you?
You're being so silly. Let's go. Sorry I'm skipping all the
interior of
dialogue.
the
I just want to
cabin is a
like
place
because
that
it's
feels
been
long forgotten.
more than 2 hours, and I
There
want to
was
like
once
get to the
an
end.
elegance to
but
its
I do want to show
construction,
this.
carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, but that is how it was. Now there is a
Ooh,
grove.
look at
That's
that.
horrible.
Look
You
at all this
did
body
The only
horror.
furniture of note is that the blade is your implement.
Okay. Take the blade. Okay. I will take the blade.
You take the blade. Good.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to all we see. It really is just like smash it. Don't you want to know what we'll see? Nah, I'm with it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and drag your hand as if on command.
The mirror has never done
Why am I
anything
not
bad to us.
surprised? You step forward into the dark. The stairs leading
This
down to
is
the
so
basement are at
freaky.
once both narrow and grandiose. The air is thick.
Tumorous.
Its odor and
Ugh.
oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood.
If you want to read
twisting
the rest
with
of the dialogue, you can
nauseating
pause,
embers
because I'm
of
just like
charred
trying to go through
remains.
fast.
If her voice,
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh.
she's so.
you've got to stop thinking of. She's not some untouchable god.
Whatever she is.
It doesn't matter. If I might interject, you did.
Hi.
You make your way to the bottom of the stair. The chamber's
Hello.
walls are
Oh
painted
my
in blood.
goodness.
A deep, sickening red. The princess stands in its center.
Do you know what I'm going?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull,
She's
and
cuffed
then,
still.
with a nauseating sound,
Oh.
the skin tears. It
Look
plops
at her.
to the
She looks so
ground,
cool.
and she pulls her red, glistening arm. She is loose.
Let her end.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically
happened
done
to
most.
you?
Time happened. You happened. But none of.
She bounds across the room with a horrifying squelch.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Ooh. Oh, she's taken already? That was so fast. The dialogue is different, but the fury is the same. I did not expect that to go so fast. True to her word, you do not die by her hand, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And there's that...
This is the last time.
This doesn't... Screw the mirror!
I don't want to look.
Goodbye, everyone. Silences reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. There he is, but that isn't right. You can't be nothing. Figure faint and veiled in the shadow, just beyond your reflection.
I think you know what I am.
I know what you are. I'm just gonna do this. You don't need answers from the thing that lives in the mirror. You already know what you are. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. It is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Goodbye, narrator. Proceed to the cabin one last time. There's nothing for you to find. Hello, my friend. Look at her.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls and endless cascades of smiles in response, then patiently waits for you to continue. Oh.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player. Oh, when the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice, and so will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning.
Save this. Don't you have a say in all this? Why is it all falling to me? Let's talk this through. I can't do that. There has to be another way. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
I'm so happy to see you. Edward says, my theory about the narrator is that he created a Gestalt god in his own body, sacrificing his self-body and soul in an attempt to kill death itself, which is why I speak to you in the mirror reflection. I think so. Free yourself. I want to see what we are. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature steers from within from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of your cage pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
I love you. Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Thank you for helping me be free. You are free and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware just as you've always been and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. And that was Slay the Princess, the Pristine cut. I think I got the same ending as last time, so maybe on a next playthrough, on a next stream, I will come back and see what'll happen if I change the outcome after we say bye to the after we free ourselves. But I still love that ending. It's my favorite ending. It really is just like the sweetest one. It shows a togetherness. It shows like such a, like the world continues on, and that's really just a wonderful ending. But yes, thank you for joining me. This was a wonderful time. I had such a wonderful time. Let me make myself a little bigger here. Thank you so much for joining me. I know we went over time quite a bit, but I am very happy that this is like, we got to do this. And I'm very happy I got to have my PNG tuber here with me. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm gonna end the stream now. Well, I'll end the stream as soon as this game ends. But yes, return to main menu. Thank you so much, and I'm posting the new episode for Hainai on Sunday, so please watch out for that. We're live streaming it at 9 p.m. EST on Sunday. I won't be here, but I'll be in the chat. So thank you for joining me, and thank you, Edward, for joining me. I'm glad I got to hang out today. I'm glad you got to hang out as well. I'm glad we got to like have a chat. Even though Mercury wasn't here for too long, I'm glad that Mercury was able to drop in as well. And for those who are watching this as a VOD, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I started silent, but hopefully the extra hour made up for it. Alright, so have a good night. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you when I see you.